Convicted murderer Robert Roo Redmond is suspected of orchestrating a savage attack in Dublin's Mountjoy Prison that has left another inmate, Stephen Kearney, in a fight for his life. Kearney, 39, was brutally assaulted in the prison's exercise yard last Friday evening. The incident has shocked both prison authorities and those familiar with the prison's dangerous underbelly. Kearney, who has a lengthy criminal record, including a conviction for manslaughter, was due for release in the coming weeks. Instead, he now lies in critical condition in the intensive care unit of Beaumont Hospital, his future uncertain. The brazen assault has raised fresh concerns about the continuing power and influence of criminal gangs within Ireland's prison system. Early indications suggest that the attack was not a random act of violence, but a targeted, ordered hit, one that authorities believe was sanctioned by none other than Robert Redmond, a career criminal with deep roots in the Dublin underworld. Mountjoy Prison, located in the heart of Dublin, has long been known as a dangerous place where petty disputes can quickly escalate into vicious assaults. Despite efforts to modernize and secure the facility, rivalries and vendettas continue to play out behind its imposing walls. On the evening of the attack, the prison's exercise yard became the setting for a brutal beating that left Kearney with life-threatening injuries. Sources within the prison say at least 3 inmates launched the assault, using their fists and makeshift weapons in a relentless attack that lasted only minutes, but left Kearney unrecognizable. A prison source described the scene. It was a ferocious, sustained assault. These men went in hard and didn't stop until they were sure he wouldn't be getting back up. The victim didn't stand a chance. 3 ambulances rushed to Mountjoy that night as prison officers scrambled to contain the scene. Kearney was stabilized on site before being transported to Beaumont Hospital, where he remains in a critical state. The name Robert Roo Redmond is well known to both prison staff and guards. With over 100 convictions for crimes ranging from drug trafficking to firearms offenses and violent assaults, Redmond has become one of the most feared figures in Ireland's criminal underworld. Currently serving a life sentence for the murder of Barry Wolverson, a father of 8 gunned down in swords in 2020, Redmond's reign of terror has not ended with his incarceration. Sources within Mountjoy say Redmond still wields considerable power behind bars, leveraging connections and intimidation to maintain his influence. While Redmond was not physically involved in the attack on Kearney, investigators believe he orchestrated the assault from within the prison, using trusted associates to carry out his orders. Redmond is certainly under investigation for ordering it, said one source. He's always been a shot caller, someone who can get things done on the outside and the inside. The motive is still being pieced together, but it appears to be linked to a dispute within the prison itself. Authorities have identified at least 3 attackers involved in the incident. Collectively, these men have amassed 255 convictions, a chilling testament to the level of violence they are capable of. Redmond's criminal record reads like a roll call of organized crime in Dublin. In addition to his life sentence for Wolverson's murder, he was handed a consecutive 19-year sentence for conspiring to murder drug dealer Jordan Davis in 2019, an execution carried out by Wayne Cooney, as Davis pushed his young child in a buggy. The details of that conspiracy are as chilling as they are calculated. In the days leading up to the murder, Redmond sent Davis threatening messages. "I'm on your case, mate. It won't be long. Get off me phone. Soon, very soon. Bang, bang." Cooney carried out the attack in cold blood, firing 8 shots at Davis as he walked along a quiet laneway in Darndale. 3 bullets found their mark, killing the young father instantly. Evidence presented during court proceedings revealed that Davis owed Redmond €70,000, a debt that would ultimately cost him his life. Detectives discovered tick lists in Redmond's possession that listed Davis's nickname, Jordo, alongside other debts totaling up to €153,000. One entry ominously read, "Not yet," a stark indicator of the violence to come. Redmond's willingness to resort to murder to settle drug debts shows the cold calculus that has defined his criminal career. Even behind bars, his power endures. Violence and criminality seem to run in the Redmond family. Just months ago, Robert's younger sister, Rachel Redmond, was convicted of helping her then-partner, Wayne Cooney, evade capture after he killed Jordan Davis. In March 2025, a jury found Rachel guilty of attempting to impede Cooney's apprehension or prosecution by driving him from the scene of the murder and arranging for him to stay at a hotel under her name. Rachel Redmond's role in the immediate aftermath of the killing revealed her deep complicity. After the murder, Cooney fled on his bicycle to a bus stop near Clare Hall Shopping Center, where Rachel picked him up. She then used her own bank card to pay for a room at the Clayton Hotel near Dublin Airport, helping Cooney stay hidden while guards scrambled to catch the killer. Rachel, now 35, claimed during her trial that she didn't know what Cooney had done, that she was blinded by love and couldn't see the evil in him, but the evidence told a different story. She was in phone contact with Cooney just 5 minutes after the shooting and spoke to him for over 3 minutes. Mr. Justice Paul Burns, presiding at the Central Criminal Court, was blunt in his assessment of Rachel's actions. Rather than being repulsed by what she learned, she chose to assist her then-partner and allowed him to lie low. Her assistance was not a spur-of-the-moment decision. It was sustained and deliberate. He sentenced Rachel to 5 years, suspending the final year for 3 years. As she was led away to begin her sentence, she turned to her supporters and said quietly, "I'll be home soon. Don't worry." The Redmond family's entanglement in violence paints a bleak picture of Dublin's criminal ecosystem. Robert, with his long record and life sentence, continues to exert a chilling influence over those around him. Rachel, despite her protestations of innocence, was drawn into the same vortex of crime. Wayne Cooney, meanwhile, sits in prison for the cold-blooded murder of Jordan Davis. His role in carrying out Redmond's orders is a stark reminder of how far some will go to settle scores and enforce criminal debts. Stephen Kearney's own story is a cautionary tale. A native of Ballymun, Kearney has over 120 previous convictions, including a 9-year sentence for the manslaughter of Francis Gallagher in 2004. Gallagher was just 18 when Kearney killed him during a dispute on Coultry Road, leaving a family devastated by the senseless loss. Kearney's life since then has been marked by more violence and brushes with the law. He was reportedly nearing the end of his sentence when the attack occurred, with some in the prison saying he had been looking forward to his release. "It's tragic," said one source. "He was just a few weeks from getting out. Now he's fighting for his life, and there's no guarantee he'll ever see the outside world again." The events surrounding Redmond, Kearney, and Cooney illustrate the entrenched nature of Dublin's criminal networks. Debt, drugs, and revenge drive these men to acts of extreme violence, and even prison walls cannot stop the cycle. Robert Roo Redmond, despite his life sentence, continues to cast a long shadow over the criminal landscape. Investigators believe his involvement in Kearney's beating is only the latest chapter in a saga of bloodshed that stretches back decades. The attack on Kearney is also a stark reminder of the power wielded by inmates like Redmond within the Irish prison system. Whether it's over drugs, money, or respect, violence remains a potent currency behind bars, and those willing to use it rise quickly to positions of influence. The savage beating of Stephen Kearney, the chilling influence of Robert Roo Redmond, and the role of the Redmond family in a web of violence and retribution highlight the grim reality of life in Dublin's criminal underworld. As investigations continue and Kearney's life hangs in the balance, the shadow of Redmond and the violence he has sown looms large, a constant reminder that for some, the prison walls are no barrier to power and brutality. That is for our video today. As ever, I will keep everyone updated with Irish gangland crime as they develop, and I will see you next time.